I'm Kerry George with CIBN Connect, and super excited today because we've got some of our fabulous members in the house here who are going to share with us some of their experiences with CIBN Connect. And Trevor, you've been around for a long time too. When did you first get started with CIBN?
I think it has to be around 2017, Kerry. I think it was way back then. And I transitioned online during COVID. And it's just been, I'm in the financial industry, so I looked at it strictly from a business standpoint. Is, what's the monthly cost? Can I give it enough time to make it pay off? Whatever rate of return you want on your investment. And, fast forward, this is my 8th or 9th year with the CIBN. So obviously it works and highly recommend. It's not a large upfront capital strain, less than a cup of coffee a day, depending on the type of coffee you like. Be less than a couple of coffees a month for some people. And just the ability to meet different people, different industries. Found my accountant through CIBN. Other people, my mechanic I found through CIBN. So you never know who you're going to come across. There's a lot of great people here, and give it a shot.
Yeah, awesome. Betty Ann Ellis, what's it been like for you? I know you've been around for a long time as well. When did you first join us?
So in 2016, just a little longer than Trevor. So, hi, Trevor.
Fabulous. So, and what's your experience been like?
My experience has been fantastic. I was introduced to CIBN by a referral, and I went to a first meeting, and it's actually for the past 8 years now. It's worked wonders for me and helping me build my business. I've met a lot of people. I do have a lot of clients throughout North America that I like to get in contact with. And I've been able to do that through the various meetings that CIBN has put on, that I've been able to attend, meet people. They have a really good format. You have a very good format on the way it is. You introduce yourself briefly, and then you're encouraged right away to set up meetings to find out more about other people's businesses. In doing that, I, like Trevor, have created a toolbox of people that are in different businesses that I can use to refer to my clients. So I have a collaborative relationship with many people in that respect. So it's been excellent for that and building my business. And so thank you very much for that, CIBN.
Awesome. Next, I'm going to shift gears here and talk a little bit about what are some of the resources that you found here at CIBN, at that basic level of membership. Like, what has it been like for you, and what do you recommend to others? And I see, who can I pick on here and talk about the resources like the Chrome extension and the book and stuff like that. Let me see. I'll pick on Darlene Petrie, I think, first.
I have gained immense information and support from all of the available tools that we have at CIBN. Again, that feeling of community. So the people themselves they go beyond just being people that you see at meeting. You talk to them even after the meeting, and everybody's always there to support you. And the Chrome extension that we have, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. It's been such a game changer for meeting people, because you get people that are all part of the same Chrome extension, so you know who's talking to who and how people can refer to each other. And the fact that it's global, worldwide, I think that's something that's really been something that's really helped my business. And if the book, the book is, to me, it was an easy read, and I followed it right from the beginning. Like, if you do what it says that you need to do, you're going to succeed. So I find that, taking ownership, you get as much as you put into it for CIBN. And it is definitely a place of belonging. You feel, once you're connected, I came to my first meeting not even knowing what it was, and I've never left.
Awesome. And we've loved having you too.
Thank you.
Nadia and Penny, maybe I'll get you unmuted. Maybe you can speak to some of the resources like the Chrome extension and the book and other things that you found at CIBN. Nadia, how has it helped you?
Oh, it's helped immensely. I have always made it my strategy to find one or two people that are experts in an area and then sticking with their advice, because if we change the recipe every other Wednesday, the cake is going to be an absolute disaster every time it comes out of the oven. And as soon as I read Smart Networking, which I absolutely adore, I've read it twice, I'm on my third time reading it, I realized that this is the model I'm going to stick to when it comes to networking. Not only because it clearly works, you guys didn't start last Wednesday, you've been around for over a decade, but it's also easy to follow. It's not more work, and that's what I love about CIBN. It's different to other networks that I've been to, where there is a massive amount of volunteerism, where there is a massive amount of time commitments, where if you don't show up for all the meetings, there's going to be hell to pay. It's simple, it works, and it's stood the test of time. So I'm just glad I found you guys at the beginning of my networking career.
Awesome. Yeah, and Nadia runs Tech Talk, one of the meetings with us every Tuesday. Penny runs a co-working space every Wednesday. Penny, what's it been like for you, and how have the resources helped you?
Well, the book Smart Networking is, in my opinion, the definitive guide for learning how to network. And that's whether you've been doing it for a long time or you're just getting started. I read it a couple years into networking, and I learned so much. There's a lot of groups out there that, have, they all have their own little twist on things, and a lot of them you'll pay a lot more money for. In CIBN, you get, there's this book that is amazing to help you get started. It's a price point that is affordable, whether you're brand new in business or you're established and just watching your expenses. And the Chrome extension has been nice because, before that, you just kind of take a wild guess that you're connecting with someone on LinkedIn that might be okay based on somebody else you might know. And the Chrome extension has really helped me kind of weed out the weirdos. That's not a good word, but that's the word I'm going to use. So, it's an awesome tool to use when you are going out and looking online to see who can I connect with, or who did I run into in that meeting? Let me learn more about them. So.
Yeah, it's higher quality connections, and you really can look at them very well before you decide I want to make that connection, and ask somebody to connect to you. That's fabulous. Before I move on from this, you were talking about the extension and the things that you learned too at CIBN. Like, what do you think a new person would learn? Alexander, you're newer to the network. What have you learned as you've been part of CIBN?
What have I learned? I've learned that you get out of being in CIBN what you put into it. And one of the things I've enjoyed the most about CIBN is the range of people. You get people in all sorts of different industries, and you just don't know who in what industry will know somebody that will help your business. So I've learned that it's important to reach out to different people, even though initially you may not think that they can help you, but you just don't know who they know. So it's important to get out there, get out of your comfort zone, meet different people, give as many leads as you can, because by doing that, you also get leads back. So, and it helps to have people that are enthusiastic in business. They want to see their business succeed. They encourage you once in a while. So it is great. I do definitely appreciate the CIBN network and meeting all the different people, all the different industries.
Yeah. Awesome. So has anybody learned something that has been life-changing at CIBN, or met somebody that was life-changing? Wave at me if that's you. Yeah, Penny, what was your experience like with that?
Well, last year, you had a lovely speaker at a summit named Nadia, and we had a connection call. I liked an offer that she had. I bought the offer that she had, and that just kind of opened up this great friendship that has turned into a really amazing collaboration. And I would not have come across Nadia if I had not, been in CIBN.
Scott?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, two different points. First of all, I was going to talk about the Chrome extension. Chrome extension is extremely valuable. LinkedIn Navigator is $100 a month. The Chrome extension is included with your membership and provides tons more value and is much more user friendly. And the other thing, then, completely different topic, is just connections there. So just connecting with Nadia on the AI tools, Sales Genius. Just so proud of my relationship with Nadia. She's just such an amazing connection. Cannot speak highly of her enough. So
Awesome.
cannot
Rick?
recommend highly enough that people become part of this community. So much value, so many different levels.
Awesome. Rick McCulloch, you had something you wanted to share?
Yeah, just since we're talking about going back to resources a bit, I just wanted to mention something, is that the books and the Chrome extensions are really good. I mean, the Chrome extension has really helped me make a lot of connections, introductions. So I've met a lot of people through there. But I think the single most important resource that we're forgetting about here is the people inside the CIBN itself. And one of the things my very first coaches ever taught me says, the most important part of your business is making meaningful business connections. And I think that's the biggest resource we're going to find at CIBN.
Yeah, absolutely. Joshua, you've been running a lot of different meetings and stuff, and doing a lot of the legwork inside the communities and helping the hosts, set up their groups and stuff like that. I was just wondering, what are you seeing as some of the most common things that people are learning at CIBN when they're coming in brand new?
Actually, lately we've had a phenomenal hub of learning because of the variety of options that we have in terms of our online meetings and how each one of them is education-based. The folks who are coming around to all of the meetings or making a habit of attending most of them are really learning a lot about a great variety of things. So, for example, at our event media lab, the people who have been attending there have been learning a lot more about podcasting. And as a result, a lot of the folks in our space, their physical environment around them while they're doing online networking, they've been taking the time and guidance to upgrade those spaces. People have been upgrading their video cameras and just making themselves look even better. And so people have been learning how to represent themselves online because of direct, instruction, as well as from the culture here, really phenomenally, really quickly. And in addition, you see people like at the Tech Talk Tuesday, Nadia's club, they've been learning about different softwares that can make a big difference in your business. They've been, learning about the new software called Birdie that Nadia just launched. That is fantastic. It's a really phenomenal, diversified AI offering that, is specifically designed to help newer business owners. It's something that I think everybody needs, right? In our clubs, people are connecting to information, to mentoring, to coaches, to great ideas, to excellent and inspiring conversation every day, except for Monday. We don't really have any clubs on Monday, but or Friday. But I think my biggest thing is for myself. I have had such good fortune to be around phenomenal business owners, and due to the nature of our clubs and the nature of these individuals, I personally have been able to learn so much about everything that we need to know to continue to grow our business and bring in amazing people. And it's honestly, it's a community effort through and through the whole way.
Awesome. I know Betty Ann wanted to share something as well, and I'm going to get Greg up next after her. Go ahead, Betty Ann.
Yes, I wanted to just go further with what Rick says and also what Joshua said. I mean, Rick talked about the people. CIBN is a meeting. I'd been to another network meeting there before where everybody's selling and nobody's buying. But CIBN has a different culture about it. It is truly, genuinely invested in referrals and making sure that those referrals and collaborations work. It's actually announced in every meeting to make the meeting before you leave the meeting. So in doing that, my background was not business at all. My business was academic. I was a research scientist and corporate employee, so I didn't know much. So when I got to meet all the people or the businessmen and women behind, when you got your one-on-one that you have with people and you do a little bit of a deep dive into people's businesses, this is what's turned me into, after 15 years now in total, but 8 years in networking with CIBN, I've become a very good businesswoman, in my opinion. And my business has shown the results of that. For all the people that join CIBN and share their businesses has helped me grow my business. So thank you for that format.
Greg, what do you have to add to the discussion? What do you think about all this?
I joined when back in 2020. I was just launching my media business, and at that time I found the camaraderie, the quality of people, and the information available, and the willingness to share was just off the charts. I was looking for guidance on CRM systems, on which tools to use, and it just saved me a ton of time and money and wasted resources by talking to people who'd been there, done that, understanding their experiences. So that was amazing. So from a startup point of view, it was invaluable. Really got me launched on the solid foundation. And then as we go through it, there's times that I've dug in and participated more. Sometimes I pulled back depending on my needs. And I got to say that commitment to yourself and to Josh, you guys are always committed to constant and never-ending improvement. You're always looking at ways to continue and bring value to the membership group. So you're an active and a committed part of the community, and it's been invaluable to me and my business.
Absolutely. I know Nadia wanted to share something as well. Go ahead, Nadia.
Yes, I am in a lot of one-to-ones from people that I've met at CIBN, especially anyone that comes in new, especially because I help out with 2 groups. And I think every week I get asked about 4 times by people, is CIBN really as good as it looks like? Give me and what I tell them is the following. I do not just sign up for anything and everything. I'm quite shrewd when it comes to investing in my business. And I lurked for a while before I pulled the trigger. But what made me pull the trigger was my first meeting with Joshua. In my first meeting with Joshua, I was a baby networker. Bless my soul, I was baby startup. I went into that meeting, I'm going to sell him AI, I'm going to sell him what I can do, I'm going to show him that I can do this, and this. And within about 5 minutes, he kind of reassured me that, okay, let me give you a rundown on how we do things. And he spent almost 2 hours with me, and I took 15 pages of notes in that call. And I still refer back to what we discussed in that call. And that call, when it comes to sales, and later on I met my sales mentor, Scott Malley at CIBN, but that underpinned the current of a business that I want to have. I always want to provide more value than I ask. And that is CIBN. And that's what I try to do with my business as well, because I have never felt within CIBN that you guys did not value our opinions or did not want to go above and beyond to help us succeed, because you really underpin that ethos of your success is our success. And that is what I tell people, like, you won't regret signing up. Try it. I dare you.
Awesome. So yeah, just in our last piece here, would you recommend people join the network, and what is your overall feeling of being part of the community? Anyone want to add anything to this just as we're closing here? go ahead and wave at me. So Greg, go ahead.
Sure. You know what? Join the CIBN is probably one of the best early business decisions I made, and it's been tremendous valuable to me both professionally and personally. So, you know what, guys, the time's going to go by. Do yourself a favor, join a network of like-minded individuals, and excel. Right? This is a proven step formula to just go out and get her done.
Absolutely. Anybody else want to throw in there at the end?
Commitment matters. So trying something on for a week or two isn't really trying something on. Make a commitment. Try it on for a few months. See who you get to meet. Not everybody shows up for the meetings all the time. You never know when the next gem who's going to make a difference in your business will be there in the same space you are, just because you showed up.
Absolutely. I love that. You know, those that take the annual offer, you know, they're there for a year at least, and then they really become part of the community. And that is absolutely true. Joshua, why don't you close us out today?
Yeah, right on. Well, you know what? One thing I really wanted to highlight is, you know, especially in the last few months, Nadia has gotten so much praise in our community because, you know, she's taken the time to be really honestly a leader in the community, you know, and started the Tech Talk space and just really jumped in with no hesitation at the deep end, right? And Penny as well, and many other folks in our community. And the point I want to get to is that in our space, there is so much opportunity and space to be a leader. And it's specifically designed for that. And I think every day about how we can make it even more like that. Because we strongly believe that, you know, what we're doing it's a community thing. And there's no one person, there's no two people that are going to make this an excellent space for everybody, right? So if you are the type that, you know, yearns to be a community builder, that bring people together, take that role in leadership that can be a little tough, but also extremely rewarding. This is a space where we really, really want to work with you on that. And we have phenomenal resources that we contribute, and we have wonderful people that we bring together to help you grow your community. And there are so many ways that we can be working together, and that's a conversation that we can have. So, try it out. I dare you.
Awesome. All right. And thank you, everybody, for joining us here today. It's been fabulous hearing your feedback. It's been great. And we'll look forward to talking to you again soon.